Alright, welcome back to Power Wash Simulator. We're taking a break from our free play Pro Washer exhibition in order to do some of the bonus jobs that have been unlocked for a while. It says we've only cleaned the Mars rover. We have done the others. That's on my early access playthrough video, I believe, or playlist. I think it's been a while, and I've reset progress since then. But these new ones were added a while ago, and I didn't get around to doing them. And then there's new ones coming out next week. So I think it's a good time to get back in and take care of business. Clean off these. So we've got a rather large installation here, so this could take a little while. A big reflector. So what was the blurb for this one? I didn't actually read the overview. Friend of Cal's gave me a deed, says you do a great job. Been asked on behalf of my client to get a power washer down to the county observatory to help clean up. Quiet reopening a few months back. Uh-huh. Don't ask me who it is or what's going on, I've no clue. I'm just a caretaker. I just work here. So what sort of cleaner do we need for this? And all the mad stuff that's happening right now. Not really. Kinda don't care. Kinda just here to do a job. The white nozzle seems to be not quite good enough. So we'll swap to the green. I'm only having 3 go-ons away from hearing something completely insane. Yeah, that describes most of the plot of this game, I think. Nice. Off to a good start. The base is apparently a separate piece. Alright. I should probably do the roof, to be honest. Oh, this is corrugated. Oh, that was kind of, but not quite to the same extent. So this one we're probably going to have to do from a couple of sides, because maybe we should do it all facing this way and just walk my way down, and then turn around and come back again, I suspect. You know, if I actually stand back a little bit further and use an extension, then I won't have to look up and down as much. It won't get to the point where the game thinks that I need to change my viewing angle. Keep our head a little bit more still. And now we do the other angle. Rather than trying to do it all at once, just one side, then the other. Work your way back. And that should do the trick. It's not even going to make me do the whole thing. No, perfect. Okay, the trim piece is done. Blasting the cooling unit, because of course. Now I probably have to do in behind here, which will probably be easiest to do from the roof looking down. No, not necessarily. So this whole unit is one thing, is it? Where's the rest of it that's dirty then? Underneath? Doesn't feel like I can reach underneath. The underside of the pipe, perhaps? Something about that anyway. Control panel power relay. What's still needing cleaning on the power relay? That looks all pretty well done to me. Something about the pipe. The pipe itself. Okay. This is not going to be enough for me to jump up. But if I go from my van, then I can probably get on top. There we go. And take the extension off. Just work our way along. Doesn't really matter which way we go, I don't think. Weird little seam on the side there. Once again, could probably just stand a bit further back and use an extension. Increases the angle though, which I don't like. But it does mean you can do more of a sweep without actually turning your viewing angle. guessing the side of the roof must also count. Well, let's work our way around then. Same idea with this, just go one side then the other. Extension back on. A little bit more baked on. Use the yellow just to really blast through things. It's going to be picky about things, then we'll just use the yellow. That's one doctor. Apparently not the other though. That'll be the other side of the scene. And we haven't even started on the main event yet. This is definitely going to be a big map. Didn't realise quite how big this one was. That's right. Let's trim. There we go. That trim will do from the other direction. There's the roof done. Good. Now this bit of trim. Yep. This bit of trim. And the wall. There we go. So that's the whole control room pretty much done. Oh, the base is apparently not completely done. So what still needs to be done with the base? I'm guessing I just didn't get a good angle on something. Really close. Is it one of those cases where there's some weird clipping going on? And it's actually like under the ground? You get that sometimes. Ah, it was under the door. Gotcha. Oh, what else are we missing? Oh, corrugated wall. Ah. Cheeky. There we go. And the door frame as well. Alright, that's the whole control room done now, I think. Okay, so this is a big building. Oh, and we didn't jump. Oops. In doubt. Go to the top and then jump down. Whee! And up the ladder. Of course there's a cat paw print. Oh no, it's a handprint. Okay. Extension off for while we're up here. Can we get away with the white nozzle, I wonder? Depends if it's rusty, basically. The white does not get through rust, but it does get through everything else, pretty much, so... What's the view like up here, anyway? Do I see anything interesting? There's something over there that's interesting. Water tower as well? Is that also to be cleaned? Looks like it should be, but I don't know if it is. Get a bit of a view side of this. What is that? Oh, it's the receiver. Okay, interesting. Okay, I think the green does a better job. I don't really need the wider angle anyway, and it's just splashing weirdly. It's just a bit too unfocused. Let's go up next strut to get another angle on the receiver. Which appears to be all the way... every single bit. There's no, like, receiver base or anything like that. It's the whole... oops, the whole thing. Ah. These things are really annoying to climb up on because it's on a weird angle. It wants to make me go sideways. Well, I'm going to lie down on it instead, so there. Was that whole plate also the receiver? That's weird. That doesn't make any sense to me. No, apparently it is. Alright. But I thought you'd have, like, the component parts of it. Because that explains why it wasn't as close to being done as I thought it should be. Whoa, okay. Slight little bit of physics. Okay, so what is missing on the receiver? Because it looks pretty done to me. Ah, behind here. Ah, I keep falling down. And which bit is not yet done? Ah, there's little bits right up next to the supports. Not much left though. It's really close to being clean as well. There we go, it was the inside angle of the top bit there. Okay. Now we can do these supports. And all the way up to the end. Why not? Rather than spraying up at it, if I spray down across the face of it, then I'll get some collateral cleaning down on the bit that's underneath. And then we fall down anyway. Fine. Presumably it's just the underside now. No, it's the underside under the reflector part, but above the sub-reflector. Okay, this we probably want the extension on again. Let's work our way down. At least they give you the Pro washer for this one. Boing, boing. Honestly, I think that might make it worse by being too close to it, but never mind. At least this way it's not in the way. Alright, that's the underside of the sub-reflector. I fully expect that the top should do it now. Ah, there's also some sides, okay. Alright, let's go up here again, take the extension off again. Side. There we go. Ah, right, so rust does not clean very well on an oblique angle, and there is some on these. Right, are you going to let me climb it without falling off? Okay, there we go. You good, you are now done. If we can at least make everything look clean up here, then we shouldn't have to worry about climbing back up these supports again. Some really nasty rust on this. Just as well I have magic water. Find out, yellow nozzle makes it go away. I didn't click that. Must have been slightly just on the edge of the wheel. Okay, so that's the top of the sub-reflector. Now there's just the other sides that we haven't been around yet. Okay, then we've done the undersides of each of the supports. That's that support completely done. That's good. Do each side of this support. Just as well it's not a windy day, or all of the dust would just stick to the wet surfaces again. Okay. Get our way down here. Do I have to do like an edge? Or is it a sharp? I think it looks pretty sharp. That's good. I'm glad. Okay. Won't worry too much about the angle there then. Oh, it's in 8 parts. Okay. Well, at least each panel seems to be a separate bit, so that's nice. There's the edge of the sub-reflector, which will be easier to get with the yellow. And after all, it is only thin, so we don't need the wider coverage. Basically the same thing as putting this short extension on. You either put the short extension on the green, or you just swap to the yellow. Oh, okay, that was weird. I did not expect that to be a thing. Be the last support, I think. Good. Good, good, good. Now the sub-reflector itself. There we go. That's pretty much everything on top now, I think. Yeah, let's just do the hatch, why not? Since we're here and everything. Try not to fall down as we're cleaning. Just need to stand on to get some of these angles. Side, I guess? Yeah, there we go. The hinge is apparently not done still. I didn't think there was all that much to the hinge, but I guess there's some bits kind of clipped underneath that I just need to spray and pray. It might be an angle we can only get from down below as well. Now, what are we missing on the actual hatch itself is the other question. Come on, guys. There's really not much left to it now. Surely. There we go. It's the hatch, but not the hinge. So close too. Can I shut the hatch? No. Top angle? Side to side? Nope. No idea then. Oh, apparently just that. Okay, never mind. Cleaning the ladder's gonna be a pain. I suspect the hatch frame probably has a bottom bit to it as well. We'll just clean this walking down it. Kind of. Excuse me, why did that happen? Okay, so even though I'm facing the wrong way, it interprets my left and right as if I was facing it to walk up. So A goes to the right and D goes to the left. Okay. Whatever. Just crouching our way up a staircase, up a ladder apparently. Splish, 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 splish. We'll get the rest from behind, I think. Cool, close enough. We should really finish our job up here first, shouldn't we? Before we get too distracted by what's down below. Let's do it section by section, panel by panel. I wonder if standing on the sub-reflector would help. I think I wouldn't be able to see enough of it to be useful. But this should be the division point of the large panel, and then the small panel should be beneath. We'll just work our way around all the outside panels first. It's gonna be a little bit annoying. It's like, it feels a little bit bigger than it needs to. But these things are not small in real life, so that's fine. What's this bit at the end called? Oh, it's just part of the trim? Okay. Cool. I should do one going up at some point if I haven't already cleaned them all to that extent. Because I want to see it ding at the end. This one here. Does the end bit flash? Yes, good. Good to know. Whee! Whoop. There we go. You'd kind of do it in the opposite direction, but whatever, that's fine. Next. We're gonna get blinded when we clean the bit facing the sun. Oh well. Apparently not quite good enough. What did I miss? Bit at the edge. Angle going down this way? Yeah, there we go. Okay. Wasn't quite good enough on the angle going up here. It's just a good idea to polish that off a bit. Does the white do a good enough job? Not really, not unless I'm looking straight down, and that means I have to move more myself. Yeah, and yellow doesn't really make much difference, so green it is, that's fine. Gotta just stop the experiment sometimes, make sure you're not wasting some time. Of course, the problem is you're going to have to do the underside of all of this as well. that's the bit to not look forward to. I'm trying hard not to think about that. Not much to really say while we're doing this. It's very much such a case of sit back and enjoy the spraying and the music. Sort of thing that you could time lapse or just jump cut, but it's part of the process. Also, either of those things would require locally recording and editing, and I can't. I've done a little bit of that here and there. But it's all just extra efforts. And extra time, crucially. Oh, only 20% done, jeez. Half an hour and we're only 20% done. Sparky and to do rewiring. Why are you calling me Gary? I'm fairly sure my name is not Gary. Do I look like a snail to you? Oh, Gary's the Sparky, maybe. Rewiring an incredibly complex piece of equipment. Oh, is that a Cable Guy reference, maybe? I'm not sure. I can't remember the name of the character in that. Maybe? Who doesn't you expect to hear sense from? It's him. Not necessarily. Put it this way, if it's not a Cable Guy reference, it probably shouldn't be. I mean, weather we're having, huh? I said. I nod and say, go on, Gary. What? Okay, I don't know. If there was a reference, I don't know it. It's a different RV, I think. Oh, we haven't done this trim bit. Oops. You guys will do this bit by the hatch too. Small panel. Apparently not quite good enough. What am I missing? Okay, I didn't notice anything different. Well, that one wasn't so stubborn. That's good. There we go, it's the trim. Two sections left. Then we can do the middle bit. Maybe we won't get any more than just this one done today. I thought that I might get all 3 of these bonus jobs done. But this is a big one, so maybe not. And I have no idea on the scale of the others either. So I was kind of expecting that it would be about 50% done by the time we just did the top of the dish. Maybe not 50%, but 40% or something maybe. But the building itself underneath is bigger than I expected, I guess. It's just a few little specks randomly over the thing. I guess I'm just going a little bit too fast across the surface. A little bit of a slower flick of the wrist. Let's chase this all the way down to the middle, just to get this done. It has the happy side effect of doing either side of the panel. I was going to do all of the small ones after doing all of the big ones, but I'm almost there anyway. There we are. Zoop. Sure, that still seemed dirty on the side. Oh, the underside trim is different again, and that's the bits on the side. Nasty. Work our way up again, why not? Last of the large panels now. Nice. And there's the trim ring as well. That's how we know we're back where we started. Small panel, good. Do all of the small panels now. These are a lot easier. It's like giant pizza wedges. Just covered in cayenne seasoning. Something on this one. Ah. Alright, that's all the small panels done now, I think. But the feed horn, what the hell? I'm sure that's the technical term, but it seems weird. Doesn't look like a horn to me. That's a reflector, maybe this should be the receiver? Boing. Boing. Ah. Maybe if I stand on the hatch. There we go. Smart thinking. Oh, that was the receiver up there, that's why. Okay, I think we're done the top side now. I don't think there's much of the ladder for me to do here, except the back side. This ladder is a really annoying thing to clean. Probably have to do the rest from the bottom. So I probably need to do the angle looking up anyway. See if I can clean this hatch frame. I also probably just want to stand down further and use a extension, like a longer extension, rather than trying to get the angles up the top here. But I'm not going to be able to shoot behind the ladder too easily, so I may as well do this at least. Weird angles up here too, actually. How am I supposed to get those? I can always jump back onto the ladder, maybe? Yeah. And just go right off the side here. That works. And the scaffold looks like it might be big enough if I move it around behind to be able to get some of the other angles. No, getting right and underneath is tricky though. They do not make it easy. I'm not here to be helpful, so... does make sense. And there's no ladder on the other side is the other problem. Scaffold's not big enough to get, like, the top angle here. So that's either going to be forgiving or a pain in the butt. It's one of the two. Spray through the ladder, that works for these bits. Well, it's done a reasonable job. But it still reckons there's a lot to do. Can I stand on that somehow? Not really. Yeah, maybe the scaffold can get a good enough angle? Or like jump on the scaffold maybe? Doesn't feel like it's good enough to get up here though. Maybe if I jump on the ladder again in a certain way? No. No, I can't jump off the way that I want to. The angle isn't good to boost up. Ooh, kind of. Oh, I can climb on the bolts. Alright, I don't know if this is how they expected me to do it, but it's how I'm gonna do it. So there. Clean as much as I can from up here before I inevitably fall off. At least if I can get the stuff that is the right angle to get from up here, then that's fine. Once it starts getting vertical, I can get that from down below as well. That's all good. We just gotta kind of crouch our way around this whole thing. This just feels so dodgy. I don't think I'm meant to be doing this like this, but the scaffold doesn't look tall enough otherwise, so I don't know how else I'm meant to. The underside bit I'm not worried about. The other side of all the bolts. There we go, so that's that one done. That's good. Even doing this, I feel I'm missing quite a lot. Is there quite a bit underneath, perhaps? There's that crevice in here, too. Yep, can't stand on that anymore. So there's underneath, which I can almost get the right angle on. And then I've just got... Oh, I haven't done this whole side. Okay, well that'll help. Everything here, all these bits. The other side of the bolts, and this whole bit here. There we go, good. And this whole bit here that I completely forgotten that I hadn't done yet. So that'll help. There we go. It's the drive done. That's the mount done. And then the base. And we're still only at 32%. You knew. Oh dear. Slower even than a percent per minute. Cool. And now to the tower top. Guess we can spray out from standing on the base. Might give us a good angle. Or we want to make sure that we get the outer trim maybe, so we want to go right to the edge like this. Maybe even like this, in fact. Oh, there's another ladder around here. Great, another ladder to have to clean. Couldn't you just let me bring my own ladder? I know they are normally incorporated, of course. Just do from the inside out, and then we can go around the very edge separately. There we go. Tower top. There's a bit of trim going on here as well. Now here's the ladder. Ah! Crunch. Break my ankles. Do everything from this side. And then do everything from this side. And fall off the building, it seems. Small ladder. Try and get it from the back side as well. That's quite annoying to have to do. There's bits underneath the rungs right at the top as well, which I missed. Okay, so how do I get the bits underneath there easily? I guess by getting a little bit of distance, actually. Okay, well I'm not quite sure what I'm missing on these, on this ladder now, which is a bit annoying. Do I just need to spray it better while climbing it, perhaps? Can I even climb it? Excuse me? You're not even gonna let me... Oh, there we go. That's weird. There we go. Good. The large ladder isn't clean yet. I don't know what I'm missing on that. There's lots of little bits in behind. I haven't been down here yet, so... There we go. Good. Good. No complaints from me there. Yet. Alright. Do this large bit here. Let's just chuck a nice long extension, stand back, and just do it gradually around. Best way to do at least the top part anyway. By using the yellow, I'm just making sure that any rust should just evaporate. I can see it does look like there's a bit of tenacious stuff. Go. How wide are these panels? Okay, this looks like it is the middle point. Let's break it in thirds, I think. To be honest. I have a little bit of dazzle there. Razzle dazzle. Yeah, using the green like that just does leave a few too many little flecks, looks like. And yeah, I think this vent is rusted, so best to use the yellow on that. Also jump on the railing to get a bit of a better angle on this stuff, probably. Makes it less stable and more likely to just fall off, but it just happens sometimes. So Gary goes on, expecting to say something interesting about atmospherics, like how the volcano is affecting our local weather system. Yes. But says he noticed we're getting more clouds than normal, and I say, go on, Gary. This guy is really boring. But at least that means we're now at 40%. So that's a start. Is this a separate piece? Yeah, power beam. That's right. There we go. Good. Just need to get the bottom angle. There we go. Good. One of the panels done. And the trim. Now if we stand up on the railing here, get a good angle at this side. And some of the bits in behind the ladder that we missed previously. Get the rest from the other side. Okay, let's just go over a little bit more. I can see some rough bits. Oh, there's like a ramp that goes up that side. Interesting. Okay. Well, that's kind of annoying because it means I can't stand on the railing. But okay, fine. We'll do what we can from here instead then. But it becomes more of a glancing angle, which means it's not going to clean as well. Well, if we get on this bit of the railing, that's the edge of this panel anyway. Good, that's the trim. The panel's big enough that it might just go ding anyway? Yes, good. It didn't even get all the way to the bottom. trim? Maybe? Yes, good. Nice. Oh, we're almost halfway there now. It's accelerated a little bit with all of these large sections here, at least. We haven't even done the underside of the reflector yet, so that's something to look forward to. A little bit slower over this bit, some rather ingrained rust. Okay, so if we stand about here, then that's still on a higher angle before it hits onto the ramp. Just doing a bit of a sharp angle looking to the side instead of looking up, so I guess it doesn't make any difference, but it does give us the higher angle on these vent slats at least, which we do need. Okay, well we don't really need to have the long extension or to stand quite so far away now. Let's get up close and personal for the rest of it. There's the vent. Do it from this side as well. Do it from this side and do it from the underside. There we are. Standing right up close like this, the green is struggling a bit. Some really baked on dirt. There we go. Cool, so that should be all of the panels, all of the trim. Now we need to do the underside, which we're going to need the extra long extension and yellow nozzle, I feel. We also might just want to use the scaffold, to be perfectly honest, but we'll see how we go, because I feel that's going to be rather tedious to do. But for the exterior bits, it might just be easier. For the outer panels. Why is the underside trim not done? Does it have more of an angle to it, perhaps, than what I realized? Oh, I see, yes. It's not ingrained like it is, it's embossed. That makes sense. So we do need to hit it from both sides. Ah, yeah, there we go. You can see the dirt. Still not enough, apparently. Really stand on this railing for a minute. There we go, finally. And it's the same for the lateral trim piece as well, looks like. So we can do the underneath. But when we're underneath one, then we're trying to do the angle of the next, basically. Nice. So, by that logic, let's get underneath this and do this side of the preceding one. That is probably going to be, yeah, because it's struggling to reach the outside there. That's where the scaffold's going to be useful, I think. I don't think the scaffold's useful for the inner parts, but for the outer parts I think it's useful. Okay. So with that being the case, we should put it underneath one. There we go. Maybe. Yeah, maybe not. All the way to the top. There we go. And now, short extension probably will suffice. Yeah, it's such a annoying angle though. Yeah, we want to do it underneath the main bit, not the central bit, I think. Because the trim I'm going to be doing from the lower part anyway. Oh, there's a bit of the hatch trim. That explains that. I mean, I guess we're getting this side of this from here. Ah! It's a really weird angle. Don't like it. You know what I think I need to do? I need to actually spin this around the other way. Put it down like this. Whee! And there we go. Now I've got this platform bit here instead. Ah, there we go. That feels a bit better. Over halfway, that's good. Nice. Right, and then from here, we can't quite hit the next one, but that's kind of fine, I think. Because we're doing this side of this one. And then we'll do the next side of the next one. And we don't need to do the preceding one here. And then we have to jump all the way off and move it all the way around, which is... this is the annoying part. That's too far away, I think. Well, maybe not. And I guess, yeah, with it being the case, now we can spin around this way again. Yeah, that should be fine. Lots of climbing stairs, unfortunately. But now we've got the railing holding us back here. Now we can just blast our way along the side here. And just work our way down. Start with a short extension, kind of go right up to the corner. Now swap to the... You know what, let's just do extra long extension just to be sure. Huh? Do all the way in here. Just absolutely certain that we get all the trim parts. And then the inner section we can actually get from over there anyway. There we go. All good. So now we need to move it around again. Next. So then we need to move it to about here. Too close now. Going up. Make sure we don't fall off the fronts. You get too close to an edge, you will start to just kind of slip a little bit towards it, so you got to be careful you don't get too close. Because as you're spraying, you'll just eventually fall off, and that's annoying. Cool. And now the long extension again. Again, we kind of get the better angle of this by standing down the front there and looking up, but we're making sure we're getting this side of the trim. We can clean a long way away with this. I do love the extra long extension of this. Oh, we missed a bit on that. Oh, and there's the hatch frame clean. That's good. Nice. Ladder is already done. We can just do the small panel from here too, can't we? Fairly sure. Even though it's a pretty shallow angle. Okay, there'll be the bit behind the trim that it won't let me clean. That's fine. We've got to go down on there again anyway, so that's all good. Alright. Now we gotta move it around again. Whee! Next. Thump. Very satisfying thump. Oops, missed the stairway. Actually, I might just leave it on the long extension for this bit here. Because it is on an angle now, so I'm actually further away from it than I was around the other side. So the short is starting to struggle a bit. Even the long isn't great, which is interesting. How about we just stand front and center. Just work our way side to side. This is certainly where most of the surface area is. So by the time we finish this, we'll be well over the 60% mark. Such a big skid mark on the inside of the trim bit. Nice, there we go. It's not really any point trying to do all the way in there anyway, so I'm not sure why I'm bothering. It's not. It's just not. Okay, moving around. And up we go again. Be lovely if there was a faster way to climb those things, but never mind. Once again, we'll just stand front and center, I think. Keep accidentally clicking, it's just like a nervous twitch. Hey, 60%, there we go. Of course, the river's dried up and all the cats have gone missing. Cool story, bro. Cool story. There we go. Is that panel done? Oh. Next. Front and center. Trim. It's harder to do the top edge there. There we want to kind of... Actually, that's a good point. I can actually stand on these pole bits too, can't I? Yeah, that gives you a little bit of different angle. I could stand on the one at the back too, actually. Would be even better. But this will do. Might even be close to 80% by the time I'm done this, to be honest. It's going to be pretty close to it. So these are just huge panels. Now, how does so much dust adhere to the underside of something like this? That's what I want to know. Can you maybe repaint this with a more of a sleek finish to it so stuff doesn't just stick? Like, it shouldn't have a texture. And it's underneath, so things shouldn't just sit on it. Like all fake dirt. Bonk. Badly. Excuse me. And yeah, let's stand on the pole at the back here. There we go. You actually give me the best angle for the edge bit. Cool. And then we can jump in here for the rest. We've already done that bit of trim. Nice. And the trim. Good. Alright, last bit to do now. About there. Not quite. Move around a bit. A little bit more. Good enough. I've already done part of it anyway. Oops. Run, 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 run. Jump onto the pole. Cool. And in here. I was expecting that should be the rest of this underside trim bit, so I'm not quite sure what's missed. That's concerning. Well, maybe there's a different angle I can see. Oh, it'll be a bit in behind there, actually. Behind the central ring trim. So that should be fine. Yeah, no, that's just worse. Stick with the yellow. Thinking maybe this is overkill? No, it's about the right amount of kill. Bing! Last big panel done. Cool, so now... excuse me. I should be able to jump down here again. And now I've got to do the inside bits of all this. I fell that onto the ramp. Yes, there's more bits of the trim that I haven't quite been able to get from this angle. That's... oh, okay, never mind. That worked. Yeah, actually, I want to go back up here first. Yeah, that'll be the best angle to get the underside of the ring trim. Perfect. Maybe we don't even put it on aim mode for this. Just so we can just walk around slowly. It's amazing to think this is how we used to have to play the game. Without having the aim mode. Everything had to be done exactly how you were looking. Nauseating to think now. You certainly didn't want to move too fast over things, that's for sure. Come on, the underside trim must be nearly done. The trim ring? What's missing on that? Ah! I must have missed a bit around the outside again. That's annoying. It all looks pretty clean. Yeah, I should probably be doing these even from the next tier up still. This ladder is really finicky. And I guess now we can probably just do the short extension instead, and that should be sufficient. Good. Panels are dinging easily enough, it's just the trim pieces. I think from here we're definitely getting a better angle at them that we've not done before. We kind of started and then we got distracted by doing it from the outside instead. I should just keep going. So that trim's done. That trim's done. This trim is not done. Can't tell why. Ah, damn it. Wish there was a railing on this one. So this trim is very not done. Ah, yes, can confirm. There we go. Good. Oh, okay. There we go. This just means some little bits that I couldn't really tell. Same here. Oh, it's probably just a bit of... Yeah, it's like a bit of rust or something, probably. That I wasn't quite getting because I wasn't close enough. Now, is this all of the trim pieces done? If not, I can always do them all later. Cool. Time to start on the next level. Start with the fence. Railing I'm going to have to finish from the other side though, I guess. Something else I probably should have done while I was on the scaffold, since I was moving it around anyway, but whatever. We do it all from this side while standing on it, and then we turn around and come back the other way while standing on it. Maybe that'll help. And then from underneath. Yeah, the yellow nozzle for this is extremely overkill, but it doesn't matter because it's such a thin bit that I'm doing anyway. I don't really want a wide stream because then it won't actually get it well enough. Oh, now we've got it. Now it goes all the way down. That's right. Starts off out wide and then goes all the way down. So now we have a ramp. That's fine, we'll go down the ramp and we'll come back up again. Good with that. Hi. Thump. And yes, I'm leaning to look around things. That's just how games work. Right, that's that side of the railing done. Ah. Try working our way up other side now. That'll hopefully give us all of the top side, and then we'll just work on the underside, which we'll do from down below anyway. Oh, the poles are separate. Oh, and now I'm whacking my head again. Interesting, the poles are separate, and then that's the first one I've dinged. So that's a mild concern, but again, that might be because I need to do them from the underside to get the very tops of them. We can work on those when we're doing the railing from below, or when we're doing the walkway itself, either way. Maybe we should just do this instead. This could work. Except I think I'm going to run out of this little lip that I can kind of stand on. If we look into it. I'm not sure it'll last the whole way around, but maybe. Because we're not going to be able to get the rest of the pole from below, like the lower section of it. Oh, there's another pole done, in fact. Alright. That pole's done, that pole's done. Railing is going to be interesting. I also don't know when the railing is going to ding. It's not in sections, it seems. Is this pole one? No, this pole isn't even done. It's crouch as opposed to going prone. Are you done? Yes. You are not done, Mr. Railing Pole. Now you are. Good. Nice. Guess you just got to do it from this angle now. Usually for circular things, 3 angles is plenty, so that makes sense. If I make sure that each one dings as I pass it, then I don't need to worry about coming back and doing it again. The other remaining angle for the railing itself will be from underneath, so I'm still expecting to have to do that. Oh, that pole was the one that I already did, that's right. Okay, so this pole here is not done? There we go. Now it is. And yeah, railing. Not quite done, because I'm going to have to do it from the underneath now. Short extension, sure, why not? Probably just gone up there again. The long extension will get it a bit tighter. Sure, why not? There we go. Didn't even have to go all the way around. So I kind of did this in a bit of a wrong order in some ways, because I should really have finished by doing down here, so... No, I should have finished rather by going up there, so then I could do the platform itself. But whatever, we'll just work our way around the exterior like this. They're almost 3/4 of the way there, which is nice. Alright, that was the edge. Oh, yeah. I guess because this is a wall, so that makes sense. Just because of how the ramp works, I suppose. Alright, well I don't know what angle it's going to show the time-lapse from, but I'm going to guess that it's going to finish around the other side, so I'm just going to do this whole back wall now. Gotta do it sometime, so may as well be now. We'll do it like railing section at a time. This wall is really annoyingly textured. I feel that you should be trying to make things as sheer a texture as possible, so they don't just collect dust. So I probably don't need the long extension on now. Just really work my way around by sidestepping a bit, because the more perpendicular that you aim at the wall, the better it cleans. We could stand closer and use like the green nozzle or something, but I think it'll probably do just as bad a job, if not worse. And then we'd just be swiping our view up and down constantly. So generally standing back and using an extension is just a little bit more pleasant, so your view isn't darting around all over the place. So it just gets a little bit nauseating when that happens. Almost 80%, and then I'll have to take a short break. Basically just after finishing this ramp bit off. And then we can work on the central spire. We'll go back up to the top, I guess. We work our way around. If we go around to the right again, actually, then and do the underside, then we'll finish by going up the ramp anyway. Now the ramp wall is not even going to complete for us. That's annoying. Now I wonder why. Is it because there's bits at the top that are on the ramp itself, technically? Ah, yeah, there we go. Does look like that is the case. So if we stand back with the longer extension, there we go. Got it. Lovely. That was what we needed to do. And yeah, the short extension will probably be fine for this. Cool. I'm going to take a short break and I'll be back in a sec. Alright, and we're back. So if we work our way around this underside, %. Nice. He says it's all aliens. They're using our water to create clouds to disguise their activity. The cats are their recon units. They're currently reporting back on disasters. Guess who heard this from? The mayor himself. We're days away from an invasion, mark my words. Wow. Yeah, because the mayor is totally someone that you should be trusting. Alright, now we start going up the ramp. In fact, we want to probably stand on the railing again, come to think of it. Gives us a bit of a better angle. Just gotta get right inside there. Missing a few spots. See how relevant that becomes. Scratch, scratch, scratch. Done. Good. Right, well, I'm gonna have to do this side bit eventually, but for now I think we want to work on the floor up here. Done everything leading up to it. Right, just look straight down. Will the green suffice? It is rusty, so just, but not quite. I think yellow might still be the order of the day. Inner deck and the outer deck. I guess what we should have actually done, perhaps, is work our way around the inner one, going this way. And then we'll work our way around the outer one, coming back around, and go down the ramp. So I kind of favoured doing it like this angle anyway. Excuse me. I'm kind of surprised that this isn't a sort of like grating. It's the like solid surface instead of a mesh grating. Because that lets all of the dust and stuff just fall straight through, so it doesn't accumulate. It would be even more annoying to clean off rust in between bits, but still. Nice, that's that bit done. Now we can work on the outer decking. It's kind of handy because I can just keep pressing W and the railing stops me going over the edge, and I can just adjust my angle when I get to the next post, like so. I'll make sure I'm not going too fast across everything. It's always tricky when it's a nice fast beat like this. Don't want to go too fast. Green maybe the go-to here. If I'm having to go a bit slower anyway, then maybe I'll just use the green. Oh, I didn't even realize that was a separate bit of trim, so that's nice. I'm glad that cleaned. One has to wonder why there needs to be this railing the whole way around. We've made it to the ladder. It's a start. A little over 2/3 of the way around, I think. I guess the annoying thing is that I'll be going down the walkway, but I also want to be doing the wall. There's also some tougher rust around here, which the green does get rid of, but it's definitely slower at doing so. Yeah. Oh, we do have the trident. Will it be enough? Will I have to go back and find what I've missed? Moments of truth. Nice. Perfect. Good. Now we can work our way down the ramp itself. I mean, we could do a section of wall, a section of ramp, or something like that, maybe. I don't know. It's a bit awkward to try and do them both at once, especially as the wall keeps getting taller. I'd feel better if there was a bit of a gap in between the ramp and the wall, but for some reason they're right hard up against each other. I would have expected a drainage gap. But then also isn't exactly clear how the ramp is even being properly supported, because I'm sure underneath there wasn't like horizontal struts, which there should be underneath every bit. Oh no, it was just solid, that's right, it's just another solid bit. It's very redundant in its design. It doesn't need to be supported by solid concrete underneath just a ramp, surely. There we go. I'd have thought this could have just been struts coming out from the main pedestal area. Whatever. I'm not an expert in observatory design. This just seems very excessive. Like, look how chunky this is. That just seems very excessive. Just for a walkway. I don't think it's going to have heavy machinery on it, but maybe. Maybe they're just wanting to make sure just in case they need to. Unfortunately, I can't get enough distance away that I wouldn't need to do this up, down looking nonsense. Now I can stand on the railing at least, so now maybe I can. Just gradually work my way down like this instead. I feel this trim is gonna clean better if I use the yellow. I'm concerned about getting the top angle on the trim as well, since it's embossed. I guess we can just bring the scaffolding around here again if I need to. I wonder if I can stand on the trim. Then I'd be way too close to it. You know what? Long extension. Extra long extension. That might do the trick. Problem is then you can't see if you've missed bits as easily, because it's so far away. But you do then get a decent angle. Also stand on top of the doorway. Standing on the control room too. Hello, scaffolding. Since you're here and everything. Let's just move the scaffolding right here. It's there, I may as well use it. There we go, there's the upper wall. Trim should hopefully not take too much more encouragement. Might actually just need a bit from the underside now. As you go around here. Not quite. Probably on top of the doorway, actually. No, not quite. Can I stand on it? I can just stand on the wall, it seems. That's absurd, but I'll take it. That's silly, but I'll use it. Why not? Looks like that water tower isn't part of this map, so that's just kind of helpful. So it is way off to the side. Is that the train station thing? No, I don't think so. I don't remember that being there either. So the steam train was out in the desert, and I'm not entirely sure why. How close can we get over here? Yeah, just running away from the job that I'm currently doing. Hello. Animaniacs, are you home? No? Never mind. This is looking a lot nicer than it started, that's for sure. We'll leave the rest of the doorway until last. Work our way around from this side now, may as well. Before I start on the doorway, I will take a look and see what I've missed, because I bet I've missed a bunch. It's probably high up on the observatory itself, so it's going to be a pain to get up to. I'd rather just figure that out before I get started on anything else. Otherwise, the doorway is probably going to be my checklist items. Because there's got to be, like, door frame, door, and something else, probably. Because that's what? Pedestal entrance? So then there'll be entrance, there'll be door frame and door, maybe? But we'll have to see what else we've missed. And this is tough rust around here. So we'll take that slow first. %. Closing in on that magic number. Kind of awkward here in the shadows as well. Makes it a little bit harder to see if there's some spots that I've missed. Lower wall is done. Yeah. Alright, pedestal entrance. Can't help but notice I don't have a checklist yet. Seems I'm part gecko that I can just walk up these bits. It's barely like a 20-degree angle or something, but nope, apparently I'm good. I can walk up that. I'm part mountain goat. It's a door handle as well? Really hoping that the checklist shows up after doing like the entrance. But I'm not optimistic. Pedestal door, door frame, and handle. I love it when a plan comes together. I did not expect, really, that would be the case, but we have managed to clean things off sufficiently well enough. Now, the door frame is being a pain. What do you want from me, door frame? You look like you should be done. I'm gonna guess there's just some really niche sort of clipping things going on with that, and there's just some really awkward angles that you have to capture. Yeah, that seems to be the case. Door handle is very rusty. There we go, a few different angles. And the door. Perfect. Job done. That did take a lot longer than I expected. Never mind. Oh, there's the lovely wrap around we do. Zip, 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 zip. Nice. Very good. Great work, Doc. Satellite dish looks out of this world clean. I don't know if it's going to help whoever it is pick up a signal from wherever it is they're pointing at it, but at least my job is done. All the best, keep it flowing out there. Alright, well, that's that one done.